Well, howdy, y'all. Teresa here. Just Teresa. Bradley's at work right now at the moment. Excuse me. You get like a little frog. Get out of my throat, frog. No, Charlie, you cannot come up here right now. I'm having a conniption because he wants to come up here. And he can't. Anyway, it is February 5th, 2017. Sunday. No bra Sunday. I'll have you know. Afternoon. It is 2:10 p.m. Beautiful day. A little cooler. 64 degrees. Real feel is 71. The high will be 68 and the low will be 50. So a little bit cooler day. It's a nice day. You don't have to have really any fans on or anything. Just some open windows. And that's always delightful. Yesterday, I'm going to do my health update and how my eating plan's going at the very end of this video. So if that's what you're tuning in for, that'll come way at the end. Yesterday, just kind of relaxed. I was having a flare-up. I have fibromyalgia, and I was having a flare-up, and I still am. Not quite as bad as last night, especially in my hand and my arm, and I guess I have some kind of elbow carpal tunnel, and then it radiates all the way up. But anyway, it flares up, and then my hips, both of my hips, are really flaring, and my right knee. Just life. You just deal with it. No use complaining about it. You know, there's worse things in life. So, Brad did the dishes for me last night because I was in enough pain that, you know, and he always feels bad because I do most of the dishes. So, he did the dishes for me, which was very nice. Did some looming. I finished this hat, which I think is really cute. This is super, super soft plush. So, yep, did that one. That's a child size. And then I did this one last night. This is all scrap yarn, and I donate all these. This is an infant, newborn. So, nice and soft. And then I did this one last night, too. This is super soft, you know. And like I said, all scrap yarn. So, that's a child size one. So, those all go into... I said, no, I may have to get another bag out again. So, this is like... Yeah, this is my 3rd gallon bag full of hats to be donated. I don't know if I'll be able to get them all in there, actually. And just barely. And then, I'll probably have to take one out. I squish it down real good. So then I'm going to start another one. So this is number 3, just chock full of hats. You usually get about 7 or 8 hats in a bag, so times 3, let's go 7. Go on conservative side. So that's, you know, over 20 hats that'll be going out. I'll probably do 3 more of these. I'll close it later. I'll probably do 3 more of these. I think this one's got 8 in it. I'll probably do 3 more gallon bags like this. I've got 3 of these now done before I pick a place to donate to. I'm going to have you guys, when I'm ready to donate, help me with that, finding a place. I thought that would be kind of a fun thing. You know, and that way you feel like you're kind of part of it too. Last night, was kind of our in-house date night, we call it. But since I'm really doing well on my eating plan, we didn't. Usually Saturday nights we'll have something that maybe we've really been wanting to have. That isn't something we would normally eat. But since I'm doing so well on my eating plan, we didn't do that, which I'm really grateful for. My husband didn't even bring it up. He's always so great about that. And not saying sometime I won't. But so we just had leftovers, and we watched the movie on Netflix, iBoy, and that was a pretty good movie. It was I would say I would give it a 7 out of 10 stars. I mean, you know, Nixie Ann, Nixie, leave it. She sees the dog out there. I made that bullet coffee yesterday, and I have to be honest, I'm not fond of it. I think I did see what the big hubbub was, because see, I always already put creamer. You guys know we use powdered creamer when we make it into liquid. I've talked previously about the recipe for that, or you can just type in how to make powdered creamer into liquid, and it gives you, you know, a bunch of different ways, depending on how many calories you want to put in yours, and we go with the absolute least amount of calories, of course. But anyway, and I didn't like the butter in it. I didn't like that kind of a greasy feeling type thing. So I'm not going to be making any more. Everybody has to try and see what they like and what they don't like. And I think if I were a person that just, oh my goodness, let you up here, gee whiz, Charlie, wow, he's just having a fit here. Charlie, do you really, Charlie, don't knock everything over though, and don't sit on the dachshund. Yes, you can sit on me, Charlie. You my lover, Bubba. I love you too. He just cries and cries and just stands there and stares at me until he gets up. It was so funny yesterday. Brad got off work, and I knew Brad was super tired. And I said, well, why don't we take naps? And all I did was tell Charlie ask Charlie if he wanted to take a nap, and he just about ran to the bed and climbed on it. He was ready for a nap. And then last night, because Brad and I were cuddling on the couch, and Nixie was up here. There wasn't room for Charlie. There wasn't room for it, Charlie. And then Charlie just did. Hey, easy. Leave it. Oh, don't even. Leave it. But anyway, he just kept sitting there and staring at me. Oh, that was hot. Oh, you know you're being filmed. Yes, well, you're doing. That's just hot. Yes. Charlie, see, it's gone. Good boy. Oh, yes, you were such a good boy. Were you a good boy? Oh, now you was a good boy. Oh, and we got a Nixie right down here. Okay. All right. There you go. You were not too bad. You weren't super duper. No, that's it. No, that's all we're doing. We gotta give this one to Mama. There you go, Mama. Okay, guys. That's it. That's it. That's it. We're done. That's it. I love you too. So, anyway. Love my puppies. Do you love me, Charlie? I think you do. Anyway, Charlie. Finally, we were done with our cuddle, and we had to go to bed because a little bit early because Brad was working a day shift. So we went and back, and I sit there and I watch. I could use Brad's tablet. I don't really know how to use it though. I guess I could find out. But I watch Netflix and YouTube on my phone. You know, now that I have real internet all the time. And I use my cordless headphones, which are nice. To be able to use with that, with the Bluetooth, and that way it's nice and quiet so Brad can pretend like he might sleep some. I told you guys it was no bra Sunday. After I get done making this video, I'm going to cook myself a little bit of lunch. I'm going to... Wow, what was that about? Are you okay? I'm going to scramble up some eggs and have some tomatoes and cucumbers with it. And because I haven't had anything yet today. And then, I don't know, I'm trying to see where it was. Oh, I gotta grab it. Way over here. Holy moly, dolly. My zucchini spiralizer came in. I was telling you guys about it. It's just a spiral slicer. And I'll show you guys what it looks like. Nothing fancy. I didn't want anything fancy. Oh, my little cleaning brush just fell on the floor. I'll have to grab it. But it's just, you can use the, depending on what size you want. It's just like a pencil sharpener, how you would twist it. This side would do bigger ones, and this side would do smaller spirals. It says you can use tomatoes, carrots, of course, zucchini, or potatoes. And then this is when it gets way down and you're having trouble, then you use this to do the last little bit. So I'm excited. I'm going to be using it tonight I'm making spaghetti sauce, or we are, and then we will use I will use zucchini noodles, or zoodles, I guess is what people call them. I looked up a whole bunch of videos last night. And then we'll cook the regular pasta for bread. And I looked, and thank you. I wanted to thank everybody for their suggestions on different things I can do with the zoodles, and different ways I can cook them. Especially Anne. I didn't get a chance to reply to your messenger, and I sure hope you're doing okay. I know that you've recently lost your mother and stuff. And with the olive oil, I'm cooking them in a pan, or also I looked, and I said, no, somebody else also put about steaming them, and yes, I looked that up, and you put just a splash of water, and because zucchini is 90% water anyway, and you cover, and you put your zoodles in a bowl. It was a splash of water, and you cover it with a wet paper towel, and put it in the microwave and nuke it for 2 minutes. So I'm excited to try this. I'm really working so hard on becoming healthier. Like normally for the Super Bowl, we would be like a lot of Americans cooking a lot of, of different dishes. Like chicken wings and dips and chips and stuff. We're not doing that. Because I really am committed to this time, guys. I'm not saying that next year or something, or, a few months down the road, I wouldn't, allow myself to have something like that. But for now, and it's just not really a big deal for us. Because Brad's working on being healthier too, in his own way. We don't ever do the same thing, because we're two different people, and neither one of us are food pleased for the other person. So, that's why we're having just a spaghetti tonight. And health updates. Okay, I'm going to do Brad first. Brad still is really suffering with the back pain, and we're looking into seeing a different doctor. That doctor that he had that physical with for disability, he really liked, and that doctor's in Crawfordville, so we're probably going to switch doctors, which I'm excited about. And he is taking new patients, and so Brad is working on that. I don't know how Brad's blood sugar is doing. I don't know if he's taken it lately or not. He is staying on top of taking his, he's still using the rest of the Victoza. He's staying on top of that, and, he's working harder on doing his pain management better without me having to I don't want to nag him. We had a discussion about that the other day, and I don't want to nag him. I mean, first and foremost, each individual person, whether or not you're in a lot of pain or not. So, he just has to slow himself down and take the Aleve. I've done everything I can with making sure that the Aleve is even in the glove box of the car, along with, I think there's some regular Tylenol, and I know there's some Pepto-Bismol tablet, and then there's also glucose tablets, which we keep in there. So he's working a lot harder on that, and stuff. Sleep is still a hard issue. and a lot of that's to do with the pain. So, you know, we're working on that. We're working on maybe getting his socks off a little bit sooner when he gets home from work. Because what happens is he's still wearing his socks up until the time that we go to bed. And then, you know, he asks me to help him take his socks off. You guys know I help him put his socks on. And what we think is happening is then, hi, are you leaning up against me hard? Are you leaning up? Oh, I know, I love you too. What happens is he kind of feels like once he gets the tightness of the socks off and all the circulation and stuff returns to his feet is why he's having so much neuropathy, foot pain at night. So, I love you too. You're just a little baby. You know I love you. Put this down a little bit so they can see your little face more. You're my baby. I know I love you. You're worth it. You're worth it having to live in an RV. Yeah. God blessed me with you. I'm not going to abandon you. Yeah. Right? You would have ended up You would have ended up worm food if I hadn't saved him. And I knew the minute that I heard his story. If I hadn't saved him, he would have even been in a shelter with the aggression of other dogs in there, that he would have ended up being euthanized probably. So anyway, sorry about that. I just love him. So you're working on that. Yeah, he thinks that. So we're working on getting those socks off. Like right when he comes home from work and he's changing out his work clothes. And hoping that will help. Then let's see, and using a TENS unit more on his back and stuff. Me, I'm feeling better. Like I said, I'm kind of doing a flare right now, which, you know, it's just part of life. And so I'm taking just a little bit easier. Like I said, my hips really, really hurt. And I think part of that is even though I'm an obese woman, I have really good flexibility, and I always have. So I end up sitting in some weird positions on the bed at night. You know, having to go back there because Brad needs to go to bed, and you know, I'm on essentially his bed, sitting on the couch. And until we can find some proper housing, that's just the way it'll be. So I end up sitting in some, you know, kind of cross-legged and different ways. And I think, I know last night it was really, really hurting. But it's just life. So I'm just dealing with that. I'm just taking the focus off of that. And my asthma's a little bit better this week. I haven't taken my oxygen stats. You know how you have this thing that goes on your finger? I have one at home. And it used to make me keep a chart. Back when I was in oxygen, it used to make me keep a chart of what it was. But I still haven't had to use to rescue my Prevenal in a week, so it's not that bad. Doing a lot of deep breathing exercises that helps improve my asthma and my lung function. Otherwise, I'm feeling better. No headaches or anything. Blood sugar is doing awesome on this eating plan. I am doing a cross between the keto and the diabetic basic food plan. As somebody asked me, I think it was Marnie, asked me what I'm shooting for carbs. I'm shooting between 15 to 30 carbs a day. That's what my doctor recommends. Because of the diabetes and stuff. And in that carbs, I'm not having any refined white flour products at all. And that really helps. I just don't react. My body doesn't react well to that. It's always been a trigger food for me, is that kind of food. So, I think it matters what kind of carbs you're taking, like apples, are much better in the fiber and stuff. So I'm doing a cross between those two. I'm not adding as much fat as keto would add. But, I also am not going and being tested, for the levels. And I know the keto is best if it's really supervised with a doctor. So I'm doing a cross. I'm doing what works for me. Excuse me. And my blood sugar is down. Last night my blood sugar was 132, which meant I didn't have to take any insulin at all. If it's 150 or below, I don't have to take any insulin. And so I didn't have to take any insulin, which is super duper. My blood sugar levels keep coming down. I was in the 200s before I started this. And so that tells me that what I'm doing is working for me. And everybody is different. And I lost 9 pounds since I started this. And I only started on the 1st. And I know that it won't keep up that way. And I know a lot of it is water weight. And it's just kind of, my body just kind of is like in shock. So I may not even lose anything next week. I may even put a couple back on next week because it's not typical weight loss. So, and I know that. But it's telling me that I'm headed in the right direction. So that's great for me. And I'm very happy. So, all in all, I'm happy with it. It's going to be a slower weight loss, which is fine with me because if it's something I can stick on. I feel like I can stick on this and I can do this for the long term because it is an eating plan. It's not a diet for me. And I know I need to do this because, we're not getting any younger, and as you get older, and as you, most of us, not all of us, I'm not going to say all of us, but a lot of us, as we get older, and if we are obese and stuff, we are going to run into a lot of health problems because of it. There are some people I know that have been heavy, that have never had a problem with their health at all, and that's great. It's just like, people that smoked forever, that never had a single problem with it. Or people that drank every day that never had any health problem because of it. I'm just saying for me, and with my family history, I know that I'm going, I already have some breathing and some heart problems and some blood pressure problems. And then with the diabetes, it's time to, really start taking care of myself. I'd like to be around for a long time. And I want to be able to go do things. I want to be able to go to and just buy normal clothes. I want to be able to go and walk through museums and stuff. I want to go on boat rides and not feel like I'm going to sink the ship, it's just that kind of stuff. It's not that I hate myself or I hate who I am right now. I just think I could improve. So, I'm doing it. I'm getting there. So anyway, that's what I've got going on. Like I said, I'm not rooting for any particular team in the Super Bowl. I'm not into either team. I'm not really that much into football. But I love the halftime show and I like the commercials. So Brad will be off by the time it starts and stuff. So I'm excited about the halftime because I'm really a big fan of Lady Gaga and stuff. So I'm excited to see the halftime show and stuff. So, I'll probably kind of like loosely watch that while I'm watching stuff here on the computer. So, Anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day, and I hope if you do have a particular team you're rooting for that they win, or that you just have fun, whether you're with a group of people and at a Super Bowl party, or you're by yourself, maybe having your own party, or maybe you're just not even into Super Bowl and you're just finding a good movie or something on TV. like I said, I'll be looming, and doing that kind of stuff. I'm still working on something for Leanne, and I'm gonna start that tomorrow. So your stuff isn't going out quite yet, but I'm working on it, girl. I'm working on it. I haven't forgotten, okay? And 2, I need to remake your mom's slippers because I think they're going to be too small. I think they're going to be too small for your mom, the oatmeal. Because I sent the same size slippers to my daughter and my granddaughter, and they said they were too small. So, I mean, they are very stretchy. So, I'll have to look and see. I'm just worried that maybe they would be too small. Nixie Ann, there's a lot of dogs in this park right now, so the dogs are kind of agitated today. There's a lot of people out and a lot of dogs and stuff. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great day, and remember that I love you, and I do cherish your friendship so much. And Nixie Ann, Nixie, leave it. Leave it. Good girl. Such a good girl. Good girl. They're getting better. Yeah, that's good. Because we know about the trees. Know about the trees. The trees. Good girl, Nixie. She knows. She learning. She learned. Good girl. And I do think you guys are all awesome. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.